Hey, welcome back to my channel. I know that school is starting up now, and I know this year it's a lot different than usual, but I am here to give you some advice that will be very helpful with you just surviving high school, whether it's virtual or face-to-face. This video was recommended by a subscriber on my Instagram, so if you have any suggestions or any questions, check me out on my Instagram, link in the description below, and also you can comment below any questions and comments. Let's just get right into the video. Number one, I think this is the most important thing, is make sure that you just really focus on your studies. That's the most important thing. That's the whole reason why you're there. So really focus on your studies and make sure that you get the education that you're taking that time to go and get. So make sure you get that and try and focus and really work on your work, your homework, your schoolwork. Really focus on that and let that be your number one priority. And all of the other things will more likely fall in place. If you stay on top of your work, you're bound to keep out of a lot of stuff that you don't need to be a part of. 2 is your schedule. Make sure that once you get your schedule or you see what classes you're taking, and then you get your schedule once school starts, or you already have your schedule by this time, make sure you set your own personal schedule so you can manage all the other things that you have going on, like any extracurricular activities that you have, or just to make sure that you have time to do homework, to eat, to go to class on time, to study, and just in sleep. Like, make sure you create your own personal schedule that works for you and allows you to be as productive and as successful as you can possibly be. So working on your schedule, using a planner, get a planner. It doesn't matter if you're like, oh, I can mentally remember. No, get a planner. It'll be super helpful. Write down your work right after you get it in that planner. Carry it around with you. You take it home, look at it, see what work you have to do, and even write down any extracurricular things that you have going on or any social events that you have going on outside of school. And that is the biggest, the biggest aid is a planner. You really need a planner. Number 3 are the social things and being social. So if you're worried about making friends or gaining friends or just friendships and interactions and different relationships, not romantic, but even if you are worried about that, joining productive clubs that you were interested in are definitely helpful. Don't just join whatever club just because your best friends are doing it. Like, join something that you feel like you may be interested in, even if it's just an inkling. Joining it and making sure it's a productive organization or club is definitely helpful. You can make new friends, and it's different. And if it's different, then it will definitely help you make different type of friends, and you can have a more diverse group of friends. And even if you guys all don't hang out, you'll have friends here and there and everywhere. And so that is definitely helpful for you to continue to stay social, so you're not just all about your work. Like, you do need some time to be social. Even if you are doing this virtually, joining a club can definitely still help you just get more friends. It's probably even easier for you to gain friends if you join a club during these virtual school times. Joining a club is helpful all around, or joining multiple clubs is also helpful. Number 4, this kind of ties in with schedule, but having a routine, like your morning routine, your nighttime routine, even your midday routines, having kind of a set routine and getting into a routine is definitely helpful, so you can know what you should be doing. It can also help you be more productive. If you go to sleep earlier, then you'll be able to really focus in the mornings and be able to wake up early, so you can maybe get extra work done, or you can be early for class, especially if it's online and you feel like, oh, I can just sleep in. Like, you'll actually be able to get everything done if you set a really good and productive routine. And of course, it's going to take some trial and error here and there, but after about 2 weeks, you're probably going to be pretty set with your routine. So make sure you have a routine that helps you be productive and be more successful with your schoolwork. You should also try and get dressed, especially if you're still doing virtual, if virtual is still a thing. Make sure you're getting up and you're getting dressed and you actually have a morning routine like you would a regular school day where it's face-to-face. Number 5 is your resume. So you may not know too much about building your resume, but if you plan on going to college, then it is definitely a good thing to look into your resume, ask your counselors about it, and see how you can expand and better your resume. It's never too late. I know in my senior year, people were joining new clubs just to make their resume more diverse for when they're applying to colleges, because that definitely looks good on your college application, having a good resume and having good things to tell them, like, oh, I was a part of this and that, and joining clubs and being social. That really helps with your resume as well. So you can really just build your portfolio by joining clubs and joining like volunteer organizations. Honor Society Club, National Honor Society Club is definitely a good thing that can be very helpful. Really get involved in like maybe 2 or 3 different like large groups or clubs. I had 2 major things that I was doing in high school that really helped my portfolio look really good. And one kind of like minor thing, number 6, is ask for help. I know online can be very difficult and very stressful and even harder than being face-to-face. So trying to just do everything on your own and not asking for help and just trying to research everything yourself will not help you with your schoolwork and for you to be successful. So definitely ask for help, whether it's from your teachers, maybe they have tutoring sessions, Zoom tutoring sessions, or even if this is face-to-face and you're watching this after the whole virtual school, just ask for help. Go to as much tutoring as you can for those like problem classes that are just a little bit more difficult for you. Ask a friend. If you're too scared to ask your teacher, just ask a friend or somebody that you know is really good at that subject and you're not afraid to get help from them, because a student is definitely won't really judge you because they're in the same boat with another class, you know. So ask for help from anyone that you can or you think will be helpful, and don't just sit there and struggle, because you really do want to get the best grades that you possibly can and be as successful as you possibly can. Number 7, just brush it off and mind your own, girl. Now, when it comes to drama and gossip and rumors and all these horrible things, if people are making up false things about you, just try and brush it off. And if it gets too serious, just tell an adult, just tell a trusted adult to handle those like more serious situations. Just don't worry about the negative things. But if you're the problem, if you're the negative thing or the one stirring up everything, stop it. Like seriously, stop that because that is really bad. It's unnecessary, it really is, and you'll just bring it even more negative into your life. Just surround yourself by positive vibes only, and more positive things and better things will happen to you in your life if you try and surround yourself by positive things and positive people. And if some people still just want to be negative, even if you're trying to be as positive as you can, it won't matter. It really won't matter. After high school ends, it will not matter. I promise you, your grades and how well you do in high school with your grades and your portfolio, all of that is what's going to matter way more. Your work ethic, it's going to matter way more than any of that drama, that gossip. So do not worry about that. It is super irrelevant. Finally, number 8 is try and stay as healthy and as happy as you possibly can throughout this journey. Really just try and make sure that you're eating right, maybe exercising, just treating your body well, because you'll get better results in school with your schoolwork and all of that, with your grades, and even how you approach different situations and when you're hanging out with different people and friends. It'll just be overall better because you'll be feeling good. Your body will just be feeling good because what you put into it. Also, like I said, surround yourself with positive vibes. Don't worry about too many negative things. And if things do get to you, just try and ask someone for help. Like I said earlier, it doesn't have to be with just schoolwork. Ask someone for help if it's really getting too hard and too stressful. Your mental health is very important in high school because it can be very stressful and it can feel like it's the end of the world for this or that situation, but it's not. You're gonna get through it and just try and be as happy as you can possibly be and try and make sure you're as stress-free as possible, and just make sure your mental health and your overall health is just good, and try to maintain that, because when you look back at it, you'll just be so mad that you stressed over nothing. Alrighty, I know high school can be super stressful and super demanding and all of that, but with these tips, hopefully you can be successful, whether it's virtually or face-to-face in high school. If you have any more questions, please leave them down below in the comment section. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on my Instagram, linked in the description below. Bye!